What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Evanescence. Yes, indeed, Evanescence Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Helena Leonard. And Helena wanted to see me react to this song by Evanescence called Your Star. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, yeah, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Evanescence VDS. Does that stand for vids? I don't know why they didn't just say VIDS, but whatever, VDS. And the video has 14,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Evanescence, Your Star, live at Zepp Tokyo. All right, back in 2007. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I can see your star. I can see your star. Though I patiently waiting bedside for the death of Judy. I can see your star. The mechanical lights of this world frightened it away, and I will alone. I stood firm. We're wondering when parts and pieces swim lovely from your own will. I can see your star.
Was that the end of their show? Or was that the end of the show? Was that the last song and then they come back out and do some encores, or was that it? Interesting. Interesting song choice. Either way, interesting song choice. I need to think about this. I definitely need to think about this. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Evanescence with Your Star. This was a request from Helena Leonard. This is going to be an interesting review, especially considering what I just reacted to less than, 30 minutes ago. A complete polar opposite. I know a lot of people don't watch every single video, and I'm sure Evanescence fans that are watching this video have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't normally encourage people to watch videos that they don't normally would want to watch on their own, but I really hope at some point Evanescence fans go back, watch the video that got released just before this video did. It was for mindless self-indulgence. I really hope you guys go back and watch that, because if you do, then everything I'm gonna say is going to make perfect sense. Let me start off with the score first. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 7.5. Yep, 7.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.5. What does that mean? Well, a 7.5 would translate to a really good skill rating. So overall, I think this performance was really good, okay? It would get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, a 7.5, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh, Nelly. So glad you asked. For those of you that did watch the last reaction I did for mindless self-indulgence, brace yourselves, because this is what I'm talking about on the flip side. There's two sides to how that goes. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start with the song first. I believe it or not, I think that's a great song. I really do. It's got some nice things happening for it. Some great arrangement. The usage of the piano to start the song off, very nice. Leading into the addition of other voicings, mainly drums and bass. And then later on, in come the guitars to finish filling out the sound. Those staggered entrances, really smart. I like it. The hills and valleys within the song, from, again, staggered entrances and exits, or en masse. Everybody left, piano and vocals continued, and then everybody came in the second time. Very effective, very well done, very well thought out. The chordal progression sounded really nice, made perfect sense. Everything felt good. It flowed really well. Her vocals, outstanding. I dug her vocals on this song. I really did. A nice vocal performance, great usage of dynamic swells at the beginning. Yes, there were effects used to help enhance, and I've said this before, when it comes to vocal effects, as long as the effect has a reason, and the folks have a purpose, the effects enhance the song and help the song, then I got no problem with vocal effects. It's when people throw effects on vocals for absolutely no rhyme or reason other than just to throw effects on and just for entertainment value. I question that. I really do. I question effects being used, and more importantly, I question effects being overly used on vocals. But in this case, in that introduction, made perfect sense. I loved that little heavy reverb decay. I think that was really smart. I think it was really smooth. I think it was well done. Most importantly, it added to the song, and it wasn't overly utilized. So I had no issue with it. I think the song overall as a whole, I think it's a great tune. I don't know I would use it as a show closer or as a last, well, maybe as a last song, and then they leave and, you know, everybody makes a lot of noise, and 30 seconds later they come back out and they do a couple of encores. I got no problem with that. But if that was the actual end of the set, I think there are better songs you could end the set with that they have that are, you know, more recognizable and bigger hits than that. But whatever, they're going to do what they're going to do. But yeah, I would give the song on its own, honestly, I would give the song about an 8.0, 8.1, somewhere in there. I think that's very fair. So why in the world then, if I think the song is great, getting an 8.0 or 8.1, then why in the world are we down at a 7.5? For those of you that have been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know what I'm going to say. Get ready to say it with me. Are you ready? Especially if you watched the last video with Mindless Self-Indulgence. You know what I'm going to say here. Are you ready? Say it with me now.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score or it can hurt your score. In this case, the live show hurt the score.
So we're all gonna go to school right here for a couple of minutes.
Let's go down the checklist. Let's see how many check marks they actually hit. Stage presence. I'll give them a check. Yeah, they look like rock stars. I'll give them that. They didn't come out wandering on the stage dressed in jeans and t-shirts looking like a bunch of lost roadies looking for their adjustable wrench, or, you know, looking for their roll of gaffer's tape, or a measuring, you know, a tape measure, something like that. No, they came out looking like they were ready to rock. So I'll give them that check. Sure. Stage presence, no problem. Stage energy, I'm gonna give it a check, but it is a weak check. Were the members of the band moving around? No, they weren't moving around. They weren't really picking up their feet and moving around a lot. I mean, they came from the back up to the front, but once they got to their mark, they stopped and they planted their feet and they were headbanging. Okay, that is energy, yes, but I mean, come on, guys, you're all playing wirelesses. How about moving around? How about picking up your feet and moving out of that spot? They did when they stopped playing and they moved to the back. And then when they were ready to play again, they went back. They went right back to their spots again, the same spots. Planted their feet again and headbang. It is stage energy by definition. It just, I don't know, man. It came off as weak to me. Weak sauce. So I'll give them the check, but it's a weak check. Here are the big ones. Stage interaction. Nope, none. Zilch, nada. There was no stage interaction whatsoever between the members of the band, and there were plenty of opportunities for it. The big one, crowd interaction. Nope, zilch, nada. Not till the song was over. When the song was over, Amy stood up and said, "Thank you very much, Tokyo, arigato," and then she left.
You kidding me?
I'm sorry, but during the course of the song, there was no there was no crowd interaction. Even before the song started, there was no crowd interaction. So nope, no check mark for that one. That's the big one. Showmanship. I'll give it the check, but again, a very weak check. Borderline transparent check. Yes, the guitar players and the bass players were headbanging. Yes, they were doing that, absolutely. And that's all they were doing. I'll still give them the check, but it is so weak, it's almost transparent. No, their live show, I'm sorry. And here's the reason why I'm being so harsh. I have seen them perform live in person. I have seen them perform live when they were opening up for Muse. I've seen what this band is capable of doing. They're capable of so much more than what we saw here. This was holding them to their own. I'm not talking about other bands. I'm just holding them to their own standard that I saw in person. And I'm telling you right now, by comparison, as a live show goes, this was weak. It was weak. I mean, and that's being polite. I was not impressed with their live show at all. As far as Amy Lee sitting and playing piano, necessary? No. She could have done the exact same thing. And don't tell me there isn't track usage. There's absolutely track usage. There absolutely was. you could hear the track usage. With the other instrumentation, the orchestrations, you could hear the track usage. So what would be the difference between her standing in front of the crowd, microphone in her hand, singing the song, doing exactly what she was doing vocally, and maybe freeing up her hands so she could engage the crowd a little bit? You know, instead of being a slave to her instrument, sitting down at the piano and not being able to do a dang thing other than play the piano and sing. Now here's the thing, I know people are gonna be in the comments going, well, that's what she does, that's what she's all about. It better not be what you guys think she's all about, because believe me, firsthand experience, I have seen her do far more from a showmanship standpoint when she is actually standing on her feet, microphone in hand, walking around the stage, engaging the crowd, interacting with the guitar players, interacting with the bass player, making a live show out of this, okay? And there's nothing there that she could sing standing up that she sang just as well sitting down. She could do both, okay? Trust me, with a song like this, she could stand and sing and engage the crowd, okay? So for all the apologists out there who are gonna come to Amy Lee's defense and go, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do, because I've seen it firsthand. So yes, I do know what I'm talking about. By holding them to their own standard of what I've seen, I was not impressed with this live performance at all. As a matter of fact, I was let down. I was severely let down. And that's why the score dropped from an 8.0, 8.1, all the way down to a 7.5. I don't take any joy in that. I don't take any pleasure in that whatsoever. But it is what it is.
You like that, girls? That's how it goes.
And well, I'm sorry, but when I see a weak live performance, it's absolutely going to affect the score. Remember, like I've always said, a live performance can help your score or it can hurt your score. In this case, it absolutely hurt. So, still a 7.5, it's not bad. It's still getting a really good rating, 4 out of 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. It's not like we're dropping all the way down into the 1s and 2s where they're going to be getting Ds and Fs, you know? But at the same time, though, I'm sorry. I'm going to call a spade, and if I'm not impressed with a live performance, then I'm sorry. I'm gonna call them out. So, still getting a 7.5 overall. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.5, which is a really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.